3 years ago came up with the idea of a football academy, and here we are obviously in our start of the second year. Can you just tell us a little bit about how you've seen the progression from its infancy to now?
Well, I think the main difference is the quality of players, to be honest. I think, you know, at the start of year one of the academy, you know, it was difficult, it was challenging. You know, we didn't really have a track record, we couldn't really, you know, attract the best players in the region, I don't feel, but certainly this time now, a year on, you know, all that's changed, and I think we do have the best players. I would probably say the best of the rest, if you discount the lads at United Academy, City's Academy. So we've got an exceptional group of players here that can go on and hopefully represent Macclesfield Town in a fine light, hopefully.
And obviously, how has your recruitment gone different this year from 12 months ago? How have you seen lads' enthusiasm for the course and what it offers?
Yeah, I think now we've got a lot more, you know, I'd say there's more professionalism in the group, in the players. I think, you know, coming to an academy which is already in existence, they've been able to watch match videos, footage, look at league tables, look at fixture lists. They've been able to see, you know, the impact and the match reports on things like the Macclesfield Town Football Club website. You know, that's allowed us to get a better breed of player, I think, and I think that's the big difference really. These new guys have come with a different edge to them, and it's been great for us all to see really.
So obviously, starting from pre-season started July 10th, a couple of weeks ago now, talking about professionalism of the players. How's the fitness been? How's the standards seemed coming back from also players from year one, also now year two? Yeah,
I think the second year players have come back with the bit between the teeth. They've seen the new intake, and they've kind of obviously been worried for their positions and worried for their, you know, where they're going to play in this academy. So the year two guys have put a lot more in. Been really impressed with their effort in pre-season. I think the year one guys, same again really. You know, I don't really know what they've been doing in the past. You know, a lot of them unfit, fantastic players, you know, with ability and technique and, you know, a streetwise nature of football, but unfit and a bit unhealthy. So, you know, maybe we've got to tune them in, you know, in terms of nutrition and what they eat, what they drink, and really, you know, get them up to speed really on the fitness. We don't want to be getting outdone by other clubs, lesser players, just because they're fitter than us. So if, you know, these lads are going to go and represent Macclesfield Town in the different levels, whether that be the FA Youth Cup, the conference, you know, the North West Youth Alliance, these lads have got to be fit, really fit, and then let the football do the talking.
Sure, and I suppose we can name him. Elliot Rocker last year just managed to creep onto the scene in the Macclesfield Town first team, had an excellent first year, and he you know, he's won as a couple of others from year one. Now, which can you name the lads from coming in this year one? Lads who you see having the same pathway, who can get into Macclesfield Town's first team? Yeah,
I'd like to think we've probably already identified 3 or 4 real contenders. I know Remy West has really shone tonight in that pre-season friendly. I think Kaya Baxter at centre back is a big, powerful lad. Keenan Bailey, versatile full-back, come centre half. You know, they have really stood out tonight, and I think going forward, the likes of Billy Nixon, Nathan Dangana, you know, absolutely, you know, frightening ability, frightening natural ability. I think we've got to hone that, you know, with the coaches here at the FETA Academy, you know, myself at Macclesfield Town and the other coaches available to these guys at clubs like Macclesfield. You know, I think we've got some gems that need polishing really. A lot of the lads will go on and get experience with myself at Radcliffe Borough Football Club. That's where they'll probably, you know, get knocked about a bit and learn the hard way. A bit like Elliot Rocker is now, and Tom Hume, another second year player, he's now getting experience at Radcliffe Borough. So hopefully these lads, you know, we really upskill them, get them good, get them a bit more weathered, whether that's at Radcliffe Borough, Manchester Gregorians, and then hopefully that, you know, they're ready for Macclesfield Town. Then that's the plan.
You spoke there of a couple of partnerships, you know, Keenan and Kaya, 2 central defenders, and obviously Nathan Dangana and Billy Nixon as 2 strikers. Good partnership which you saw tonight, very, very fruitful. Has that been a theme of this early stage of this academy, of bonding very quickly, partnerships, small groups, a team unit coming together?
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, we learnt a lot from the first year. First year we were a bit soft, a bit laid back with the lads. We didn't really know how hard to push them and what we had to do. Whereas this year it's very different, and we know now you've got to knit them together a lot quicker. You've got to get them playing together. You've got to build partnerships. You've got to build relationships between the players, whether that's a centre half pairing, whether that's just as an 11 or a squad of 18. You know, at the FETA Academy now, the lads will be, you know, placed into their groups. they will play as a unit, and I think that will show, and I think the progression of the players will be, you know, it'll be easier to progress them if we get these kind of relationships with groups and partners and really buddy them up. I think that's how we're going to make these players go on.
So we've talked about, Paul, we've talked about now the past, obviously the present and what we see, the exciting things for the future, but also how do you see the academy now going in the future? You know, what's the next step for this academy?
Well, obviously, I think this Manchester site now, you know, with its strong partnership to Macclesfield Town Football Club, it is strong now. I think, you know, it'll have a lasting presence in this area. I think we'll only ever end up turning players away now, really, in essence. You know, this season at FETA there'll probably be, you know, 80 to 100 players now. You know, many people would say, how can you have good players if you've got that many? Well, we have, and that the proof will be in the pudding this season. So I think the Manchester site will look after itself. I think, yeah, the development of other sites is critical for the academy moving forward. You know, the Stoke-on-Trent hub site, that Northwood Arena, you know, that's still in the process, that's still on the cards to take off. I think, you know, we've already had questions and people contacting us from even as far as the Isle of Wight, actually, which is quite strange. So, you know, other cities, other towns, other clubs want this kind of academy. You know, currently right now, Manchester's a big city, a big footballing city, and to have that kind of a close affiliation with Macclesfield Town, which is only, you know, 20 miles down the road, it's critical really for the academy and the club. You know, from my point of view at Macclesfield Town Football Club, it's imperative to create, you know, good young homegrown players. That's what we're going to need moving forward. If the FETA Academy can operate then in different regions, different cities, there's no reason why you can't cherry pick the very, very best from each site and come up with an outstanding group of young players. Again, hopefully they can pull on Macclesfield Town shirts and represent the club and get them back to where they probably should be in the Football League. It's going to be a test. You know, there's a lot of good people at the club now that are working really hard to make that happen. So hopefully, you know, we can be a big part of that, and you know, we'll see the benefit coming in the future.